working. And we're still waiting for Paul, but we can get started. This meeting is recorded. It's a Zoom meeting only, and it is recorded. And we can get started with reading of the minutes.
I think that might be Paul.
I'm in.
Has everybody had a chance to? Yeah, Paul's in. Okay,
Yeah.
Check him.
Dick, this is Mike DeBay. I
All right,
read the minutes earlier.
Just starting with the minutes.
I read them earlier and I was fine with them. I didn't see anything that needed to be changed, but you know, I could have missed something.
I read them too, and I didn't see any changes.
Right. Anybody else have any comment?
I have two minor changes. Item number 3 should just state no update because I wasn't at the meeting. And item number 4.
Norm had no update due to no meeting. No, it says, Norm, it says no update due to no meeting on 4/4. Isn't that what you're saying? There was no update due to no meeting on 4/4.
No, at the last meeting, I wasn't there, remember? So I couldn't give a report.
No, I'm talking about Concom. Concom had no meeting.
Yeah, we did. On 4/4? Sure we did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Norm. Okay, I got you now.
Okay.
And Norm, you were at our meeting.
I was.
Yeah. Because I got notes here.
But he wasn't at the LMC meeting.
Ah. Okay.
I was trying to find you in Florida.
I see. It's all coming clear now.
Yeah, right. Okay. And what was the other one?
On number 4,
What was
the
the other
master
one,
plan update, no report should be the answer.
Yep. No report. Okay. All right. Got it. We'll fix those. Okay. Minor changes. Do we have a motion to accept with the minor changes?
Uh,
I'll make a motion to accept.
Somebody?
Scotty will second it. Scotty will second it.
Scotty, second.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Say aye. Opposed? Abstain? Unanimous? Let me run down the list. Norm?
Aye.
I need an aye. Mike Combs?
Aye.
Need Mike DeBay?
Aye.
Dick? Aye. Scotty?
Aye.
Aye. Deb?
Aye.
And Paul?
Aye.
Paul? All right.
Aye.
We have to, yeah, I know. We have to do that. We have to do that because it's Zoom. So, okay. Public comment.
Dick, you're frozen.
Any public comment? Anybody? I'm frozen?
Yeah.
Your screen keeps freezing up.
I'm not.
Yeah, your picture's frozen.
Huh.
Do we have
I don't
any
know.
guests tonight? Do we have any guests?
Can't help you there.
Yeah, we have a couple.
Yes, we do. We have Peter Courier. We have, Sabrina's on there, and Jerry Patria. Those are our 3 guests. Any public comment?
Michelle may join us
All
later.
right, seeing none, hearing none. Okay, we're moving on. All right. So the next item up for bid is Concom update.
Yes.
Anybody, Norm or Jerry or?
Go ahead, Norm.
Okay. There was a meeting on 4/4.
Mm-hmm.
Both Jerry and I were in attendance.
Mm-hmm.
There were several items on there, but nothing particularly pertained directly to the lake. Although I did speak about the LPP forms that I was working on and recommended that they get permission from Town Hall for me to assist them on this project. And they did solve that by anointing me an unpaid consultant to the Conservation Commission.
Right.
So they do have a busy,
Okay,
very
so it was
busy
okay by
agenda
the select board?
for Monday night. And they've, I've got
Yes.
several pictures I got to take of some possible non-compliances on the lake. 109 Bungalow. There was some, apparently, so there was some tree cutting there and involving Lily Lane. 140 Berkshire Ave, 142 Berkshire Ave, and 146 Berkshire Ave. I got to take some pictures for them. Hopefully I'll get that done. If the wind dies down, I'll get out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's all I had. I don't know if Jerry's got
Okay.
anything to add.
The only other thing that you had mentioned was the harbor master issue. You tried to get some information, and
Right.
that was not forthcoming.
Yeah, I
that's
think
all.
I had reported that at our last meeting, but he's not going to look up any
Yes.
registration numbers for us. The
Right.
list of LPP forms that are incorrect is up to, I believe, 18 now, and we're going to start attacking those. And I may ask for assistance, particularly if one of them is your neighbor or somebody like that can do some research for us.
Sure. Okay. All righty. That's it on Concom update.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so we can move on to master plan update.
The master plan update progress is
And Norm
going.
provided us with, yeah.
We're going on 2 meetings a month. We're getting ready to get the public survey out, hopefully by May 17th, and everybody will have an opportunity to input that for about 6-week period. And we're debating on what non-residents are going to be allowed to participate. I would think that my view is anybody that pays taxes in town should be, even if they don't live here, should be allowed to input on the survey. But I wanted to, and I put
What might be interesting, Norm.
Yeah. I
I
wanted
was going to
to
say what might be interesting if you are going to get others. Go ahead.
The survey
I was gonna say
questions.
if you get others, yeah.
The survey questions are in the package. I just wanted to have you see those one more time to make sure you are happy with the verbiage. And the one question that wasn't on will be on, and that was what are the 3 top issues facing the town of Southwark relative to Congamont Lake, where they will fill in what their opinions are. So did anybody have any issues with the language in the questions?
Norm, I looked at them. I didn't have any issues with them at all. I thought all 5 questions were good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think the questions are good, Norm, but I think you mean in question 1, you want the water quality, correct? Is that what that is?
Yep.
Improving the quality of Congamon Lake?
Yep.
All right, so I would add water in there.
Yes, I found that one, and I will be adding that back in on our next meeting.
Okay, and your earlier comment about getting information from others, I think is great. I think one thing might be good is when you get it back, if it's possible to segregate it so that you get lakefront owners input and then the aggregate of everybody else. You think that would help us, collectively as a town?
I don't think that the planning commission will be able to do that. I would probably have to overlay every address And I think it's doable, but it would be a pretty manual task.
Okay. I do have a list, by the way. I do have a list of 100% of the addresses, waterfront addresses on Concom in a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I have that too.
So if that's of any help. And names of the owners.
Yep. So that's my master plan update.
If you don't have access. Good. Do you think we need to do anything here, to bless it, or just keep on going the way it is?
No,
it's up to you, Norm.
I think we already approved it once. I just wanted everybody a chance to see the questions one more time. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
Thanks, Norm.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I think so. Yeah, that's really good. All righty. Next on the list, 141 Concom Road, which starts on page 8 and continues on through page 13. So the page 8, I put it in there because there was some discussion at the select board meeting the other night. And they got into talking about leasing, allowing them to lease that land. And, we've reminded them continually that they got to make sure that they know what's being leased, because there's state land involved there, as well as county land that became town land. It actually was taken by the state, given to the county, and then given to the town. But there's still land in that part that wants to be used that belongs to the Commonwealth. And they took it back in 1947. So I just gave them fair, a heads up that they've got to watch that and know what's being asked to be used. That's all I had on that. I can tell you that, just as an update, there's no Chapter 91 license has been applied for yet. As of this morning, DEP Western Region and DEP Boston, both the waterways groups, have nothing. It's all done online. So they just, it comes in, it's sitting right there. And I got an email back confirming, which is attached in here. You can go to the next pages and you'll see we've had dialogue on this. And there's been absolutely no filing of a Chapter 91 license for 141 Concom Road. So I don't know if anybody has any questions on it. The only other thing is I did include that latest plan dated 4/19. And I emailed that. I just got it late this afternoon. So I emailed it out as soon as I got it, because we're going to be talking about 141. So does anybody have any questions on that document, or any other questions?
Well, I looked at it, Dick, and it looks like those newer proposed docks now would go out 130 feet plus a boat on the end. So you're looking at 137 or 138 or 9 feet out into the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And you got 30 feet on the front end, and then you got 20 feet in between each finger going out. The fingers look like they're extended now to 20 feet, the fingers. And so when you add the fingers in, plus the distance in between, you're at 100 feet plus the 30 feet getting to the first finger. So there's 130 feet length, plus if there's a dock on the end, as it shows a number, you're probably looking at 130, probably 100. If it's a pontoon boat, you got 138 feet, 138 and a half from shoreline. But it is less than the 150.
Yeah.
I think that the Chapter 91 license for commercial docks applies to. And I see only 2 docks now.
But it's
not
still
as many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it still is on the yeah.
Just for the record, on the print, it shows the northern dock, the fingers that stick out are 15 feet. The southern dock is 20 feet.
Oh, okay, I didn't look at both.
They're different.
Okay.
That's
I
the
didn't look
first
at
time
both.
that he's drawn it that way.
Uh-huh.
Dick, does
Other
the
than that,
state,
what
does
Scotty
this-
said is accurate as far as I could tell looking at it.
does the state have to have a public hearing on the Chapter 91 license?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
And
if
that's why
we,
we're trying to get, I'm trying to get the information for everybody.
okay, so we could attend if we wanted to.
Yes.
Okay,
And there's actually, there should be a conservation hearing on it too, I believe. Maybe you can check on that, Norm and Jerry,
Right.
at the next meeting.
There
it's
is.
on Monday night.
There should be a notice of intent filed.
There is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And what we hope to do is, give
All
them,
right.
give them some guidelines as to how to fill out the Chapter 91. I'm hoping that they'll provide all the drawings that, the latest drawings, because there's been a few iterations of it, so that everyone can have a chance to look at it. And
Yes.
once the commissioners look at it, they'll probably make some comments. So,
And a point of information,
I understand there's another hearing. Yep.
there are workers working inside the old restaurant.
Mhm.
So he's underway.
mhm.
Yes.
Mike, I just want to let you know, I agree with you. I just looked at the docks again, and you're right. The dock closer to the bridge side is only 15 feet. The fingers instead of 20, like the other one.
Yeah, so that's the Transient Dock. That's the one to service the restaurant.
The north one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think we had requested that they have the south one be the Transient Dock so that it's away from the culvert, the interlake culvert, right?
That's what I thought he said.
I
in the
think that's a
meeting the other
question
night.
we'll have to ask. Right. We'll have to ask why that was not done. But that's as soon as we get the actual Chapter 91 license, because in it we'll have the final drawings will be part of that license.
Well, am I wrong? It looks like the one that's closer to
And
the
what they're
bridge.
used for.
The one closest to the bridge, it's got the 15-foot fingers.
Correct.
And the one
Right,
that's,
and that's the Transient Dock.
the one that's further south would be the one with the 20-foot fingers. Am I reading that right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, and we had asked them to put the one that is the Transient Dock, keep it to the south so that you don't have people going in and out that are competing with the space to get through to Middle Pond.
Now you got me
So that didn't
confused.
get
Now
into
you got me
the
confused. The south dock, are you saying is the Transient Dock?
was supposed to have been.
So you're saying that is the one that with the 15-foot fingers, and the one closer to the bridge would have the 20-foot fingers. The opposite of what the plan
Right.
shows here?
That's the way it should have been.
Any way you can put that drawing on
Plan
the
shows
screen,
that the
Dick? Is there any way you can put that drawing on the screen?
Can you put that one up, Karen? It's a separate file.
I'll try.
Okay.
Because I sent it as a separate file, so you could.
But the north dock, the way it's pictured right now, if that is the Transient Dock, the north dock is right in the middle of the restaurant. So wouldn't that be the restaurant dock?
Right, but it has the
15-foot fingers.
short fingers, right?
Yep.
Right. That would be the Transient Dock. Yes.
Okay. That makes
But they were
sense. If
supposed to
it's
keep
right
that
in the
away
middle of the
from the-
restaurant, If it's right in the middle of the restaurant, wouldn't it want to be the transient dock?
The reason, the logic that we gave at the time when we've talked about this was we wanted it away from the culvert where the in out is going on. Keep it away from the culvert.
Yeah, but the transient dock has got shorter fingers, so it's further away from the bridge. The way it's drawn right now.
No, it's the traffic. It's the boat traffic coming from the transients.
You got me.
When we discussed it at length the last meeting, Scotty,
Yeah.
the objective was to keep the transient activity away from the culvert, which means it would be the southern dock, not the northern dock.
Well, let me ask you a question. Which one's going to have the 20-foot fingers and the 15-foot fingers? Even though we recommended 20 for both.
The 15-foot one is the one they're considering for transient.
Okay. And is that not the dock that's right there?
We should have them labeled. Yeah, we should have them label them anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
So you're saying you don't want the transient dock close to the bridge? You want it the other way around?
Right. We want to keep it away from the bridge, from the culvert, from the bridge. Right.
Transient dock. You want that one on the south side?
Keep the in-out traffic.
Okay.
Right.
I understand that. On the
That's what came out of our last meeting.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And okay.
Yeah.
It's just a safety issue. It's not, yeah. The numbers are still the same. So, anybody else have any comments on 101? On 141, wrong number.
Nope.
No? Okay, I've got one update on 101 Point Grove Road. Louis B's has one boat moored there now. So that's a violation of their Chapter 91 license.
And I have a further update on that. Dick.
And yeah.
In the package for the last meeting, you had put in the sketch of the Chapter 91 license for 101 Point Grove Road. And I took that sketch and I went down there, and they are in violation of that sketch in multiple areas. The first one and the most flagrant one is the sketch has the dock coming off right abutting the deck that's there today. And it comes off at about 30 feet from outside the deck. So it's closer to the property line on the west side. And
okay.
it probably
probably
violates the 25-foot LPP line for the property line extension.
It's worse. It's actually worse than that, because that's actually a hard plan. It's not a sketch, and it's got dimensions on it, and they have to. The Chapter 91 requires that they maintain their docks in accordance with the plan that they signed up for, because it's a recorded plan.
That's correct.
So what you're saying is that it doesn't look like the plan.
It doesn't look like the plan.
Okay.
The second big difference is the fingers on the plan are in at a diagonal. In actuality, they're at a 90-degree angle. So that doesn't jive either. So because the dock is moved to the west, I believe the two dimensions on there that involve the fishing pier are probably also now incorrect and less than what's on the plan.
On the drawing.
Yep. Also,
All right.
there is a second dock on the east side that comes out and abuts the current dock, and that's not on the plan either.
Okay.
Okay. Wow. Then also there are some new signs up on the dock, and each of the moorings are listed as reserved for renters. It doesn't say for renters. It says reserved 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I could only see one sign that said customer docking, and that is in so close, it's so shallow that I would never take a boat in there. And then I went online, and I did find an advertisement for renting a slip from them. So it's still online. And then the last thing I have is the name of the restaurant has changed once again. It's now Lake Life 101.
And that was approved by the select board on Tuesday night.
Okay. So there are some non-compliances there. I had never seen that Chapter 91 license before.
And you have the whole thing, at the last package I sent out included the license.
Yes, yes.
That's the actual recorded license.
Yep, that's what I used.
One question: Can you send me the ad that you found?
I can send you the ad, and I also got a couple of photos I can send you.
Yeah, and if you can summarize your findings, that would be good.
Okay.
I just got one question.
All right.
One question. Obviously, a plan is a plan, and I'm sure that's the way it should be, per whatever Chapter 91 regulations are or guidelines are. But does the LPP 25 foot from the edge of the property where a dock would be placed, does that have anything to do with a Chapter 91 license?
It should be the same for Chapter 91.
Chapter 91 license. Yes, and the Chapter 91 license was explicit as to location. So you can't change it without going back to revise your Chapter 91 license.
I'm just asking if under a Chapter 91 license, is the dock supposed to be 25 feet from the property line?
It's the same verbiage.
Yes.
It is. Yes. Oh, I didn't know. I'm asking. That's all. Okay.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So what are the next steps? This information, where does this information go? Who enforces any violation?
It's got to go to the zone code enforcement.
For the state?
No, town.
I would think it would have to go to the DEP.
Be notified that right. It goes two places. It has to go to the enforcement officer, and then it also has to go to the DEP. Because once you record the document, whatever configuration was defined, that's the one you got to live with, unless you go back and amend it, and you got to go through the whole process again to change it. You have to go back to the DEP. You can't just change it and say, "Oh, I just changed it. How's this?" You have to go, "Mother, may I?"
I'm just wondering if it ever will be enforced. That's all.
We'll see. Anything else on that? No. Okay. Dredging the canal 14 through 16, canal in Great Brook. You can I included the latest communications on it, and I am actually supposed to hear from NRCS next week sometime. They're hoping to give us a decision on whether they're going to take these on the canal and or Great Brook. And we're hoping it's an and. But first is do the canal. Incidentally, just on FYI, if anybody's going down Hungry Road in Suffield, Hungry Road is closed to through traffic because they're replacing a bridge on Hungry Road. That was one of the ones that was for the old canal. So that's just an FYI, because we came through there the other night and had to kind of double back to get home. You know, they have it where you get shuttled around is a long detour. So anyway, on sheet 17, page 17, that's for hydro dredging, the coves, and I'm working to try and get the Commonwealth to do what they had talked about, was getting a couple of dredges. Don't know how many they want to get ultimately, but having dredges that would be like in a pool, so that you compete to get projects done. They would operate them, whoever they give them to, whether they give them to DCR or they give them to MassDOT or some state agency to own them and operate them. And then you just get projects that they would agree to do, and nobody would have to own a dredge. That's I think that's pretty smart, because no matter who has it, you have a project you want to do, you don't want to own a dredge when you're done. So that's what that's about on sheet 17. Very quickly, 159 Berkshire Avenue. The planning board just got the engineering study and the corrective action plan on how to fix what was done there. I have not seen it. It's supposed to be circulated maybe tomorrow, making copies of it. And it will go to various groups in town hall. So I'll let you know when I get that. The last sheet that was on there is page 18. Those signs, which I also emailed a color copy of, we got new signs for the fishing pier for no prohibited swimming, diving from or tying up to fishing pier. And that's chapter 72, sections 2A and E of the town bylaws. We had signs up there, but they kind of wore out. So when the guys did the decking on the fishing pier for the state, they removed them because there's nothing left. There's just sheets of aluminum. So the holes are still there, and we do need to put these up. I do have, I think, 8 of these signs. I got some spares just in case. And so if anybody's got the will to go out, and you can do them from a boat is the easiest way. That's how we put them up originally. Just pull up against it and with a short step ladder and on your boat and screw them in. They're leg screws. So we got all the parts. If anybody wants to volunteer, give me a shout.
Dick, this is Mike DeBay. Maybe after when Mike Cruz gets back, we'll try doing it. What are you screwing them in with? Stainless?
Okay.
I'm just asking. What are you screwing them in?
Lag bolts. Quarter-inch
lags
with a wrench for the lag bolt. Yep. And the holes are already there.
They're just galvanized.
So they're just going to go back in the same holes.
Yeah, they galvanized.
Galvanized lag bolts. They're galvanized. I can get stainless steel ones if you want them. The galvanized ones
because I don't want to put them up and have them fall off next year.
No, they didn't. They had to unscrew them.
When Mike gets back,
they were up
a couple of us here during the week.
Yeah, we can do that, Michael.
Okay.
Weeks.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Okay.
We'll use a screw gun.
One
Mike.
other question.
We're not going to use wrenches. Go ahead, Dick. Sorry.
If you can get the torque, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And the last thing that I had was, we've talked before, we've had people competing with the people fishing off the pier. You know, they go underneath the pier with rowboats, canoes, kayaks, even small power boats, which is kind of dangerous because you're, like you say, you're competing with fish hooks. And we had talked way back about whether we needed something in a bylaw that has a distance from the pier, you know, whether it's 75 feet or something with the casting distance that you have to stay away, because they're going underneath. And I can just see, you know, a battle where somebody gets a fish hook or a weight or something in the head. Something to think about. We don't have to do it now, but chew on it, and whether it's something we need to address in the future. Any comments from anybody on it?
Fishing pier's been there a whole lot of years. Nobody's gotten hurt yet.
Let's get the signs back up and
No,
see if we got an issue or not.
Okay.
You know, we get the signs up, and if we still have a problem or somebody reports a problem on people under there, then we can do more.
Okay. Well, I've been down there when you hear people yelling at people, people that are on the pier yelling at people that are coming in with their boats. Yeah. A lot of not nice language. So anyway, anybody else? Any other
I have
topics?
2 questions, Dick. This is Mike DeBay. 2 questions. Did Michelle give you a direct answer on conflict of interest certificates and or who needs to be sworn in? Is it everyone?
I got the who needs to be. No, everybody is set except for Mike Coombs. You went in today, right?
No, I'm still.
And Malcolm went in. I sent out an email, or whoever. I know there was somebody else was going to go in today. I sent out an email, and Malcolm was going in, and there was one other that was going in. If you didn't get an email, you're not delinquent.
Okay, so that's for this year. I know I went last year. So this every year we do that?
Yeah, it
was every 3.
No, we're now on for 3 years. Right. Oh. And then it'll become staggered. So, you know, you'll see how they'll let us know.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything else? Mike, you said you had 2 questions.
The other one was conflict of interest. The other one was conflict of interest, Dick.
We never got our certificates.
Yeah. Are we all okay so we can get rid of both those items or what? I'm just trying to help you trim the
agenda down. Yeah, I'll take that one off. Yeah, I'll take it off.
If we got to do something, fine, but we need to know who.
We get these things. Right. And I don't know, because we get directions, not just from town clerk now, we're getting them from other places, which makes it confusing. Because I sent a question to Michelle and she says, I didn't do that.
Okay, Dick, CRC.
So
the meeting is on the 10th, which is the same day as the town voting, I believe. And we're having the illustrious Dr. Eric speaking at the meeting. And
you probably will be minus a lot of people.
Well, and most people vote when they get home. So, and this is until 7 o'clock, and people like to drink. So,
are you talking about the town meeting or
no? I'm talking about voting on the 10th.
Oh, voting. Oh yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
I'm not.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
That's not a conflict. Anything else? All right, so if seeing nothing, hearing nothing, motion to adjourn.
So move. Norm.
Somebody?
I'll second.
Okay, a second.
I'll second.
Scott, Mike DeBay.
No, that was, yeah, I will, but that
All
wasn't
in
me.
favor?
That was Paul.
Aye.
Aye.
Who was that?
Aye.
Who said second?
Paul.
I did.
Okay, we can't see you.
I know.
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Good night, all.
Abstain? Good night.
Good night.